Hello, welcome back to Griftlands. In today's episode, I am, as always, your host. You see, I don't plan these out, so it's just whoever comes to my mind first. And it's like, who am I gonna be today? Johnny Bravo? That's a weird one. But yeah, I don't know why I have begun this, but I have begun this. We only have one run currently in progress. I finished up my run of Rook last night, so all we have left is this run with Sal. I think we're at the start of day 4 today. What we got? Oh yeah, we bring the package. That's right. We fought the big dog, and now we finish up. We bring the package to fish, and we end the day. We'll start day 4. In my past experience, day 4 went really quickly. So this episode may be the rest of this run, and if not, it'll be fine. Either way, the really weird thing is that the way that I'm gonna end up climbing Prestige, because now I've unlocked Prestige 2, but I think this is a Prestige 1 run, so we'll kind of just see how it goes in terms of, like, eventually I'm going to reach a point where I am Prestige 7 and I'm just playing on that with all characters, but I'm going to progress at my own pace. I'm not super worried about rushing up to high Prestige or anything like that. I feel like this is a game that I can take pretty slowly and enjoy the story for the first little bit. I expect to play this for a while because I really like this game. Yeah, I think we're doing well today. It's the afternoon, so don't worry too much about... this is a game where I don't have a ton of misplays to make because I don't really realize it. So I'm not worried about it either way. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's hop right on in, shall we? Hello, fish. Here's your package. Unbox the contraband. Wash your hands. Look good with it. I've noticed Sal's story. Lots of talk about warts. Especially in chapter 3, or day 3 in this case. I finished a run with Rook, and I finished a run with Sal. The run with Sal I did not put up, but the Rook run is up on YouTube into 3-hour chunks. As I get better, I'll probably bring runs over one day at a time, so that it's not just 3-hour chunks, but it was easier for me to do big chunks, basically, because I just recorded both videos in 3-hour blocks. Alright. Something about the sunlight here feels murky and thick like a sludge tide, but there's no use sleeping in. Nothing for it but to forge ahead. Our young Lord Jelling is still alive, and I don't believe it. Fish looks noticeably uncomfortable. Sal, you have a visitor. Hello, Nadan. Is that a gold tooth, or do you need to brush more? I hope that's gold. Booby traps the fish with her eye on the door, not bad for a derrick. Ah, that's right. It's like because we were offshore at the derricks, and that's also a term for people from there. Would you like a drink? Maybe next time. Time for you to prove your worth. I've got a big job tonight. Needs your full attention. Come to me when you're ready to focus. If you do this, I'll help you take down Cascio myself. Alright, we got a few more jobs you can do to prepare. Find me when the sun goes down. So we're gonna do a little odds and ends to finish up our I thought this was glowing like there was a quest from Fish, but no. So this is like, we do 1 or 2 more quests to finish out our run, and then we do one final quest, and tomorrow is the end of the run. This is a 5-star negotiation focus. It's weird. I guess you get a graph from this, though, which is good. I have an open slot for either one. Let's go do the 5-star. I feel pretty confident in this. I think later down the line, when we're on higher prestige, this will be a much more scary proposition, but 5-star challenging quest here seems pretty free. I think down the line, if this were something that I really wanted, you would go buy a mercenary or something like that to help you along. Oh, we can also get an upgrade here at the summoning. I don't think there's much that I have left. We're day 4, so upgrades are a little less important to me. Yeah, let's go do the negotiation. I'm feeling like I'm ready to be challenged. Someone dressed an awful lot like a shopkeeper stops you in your tracks. She looks mad. I think we're about to aggressively get sold something. She pulls out a knife. Oh god. Hand over all you got. Don't make me use this. You're not even sure she knows how. Hey, what's going on here? You alright? Is this a stick-up? Are you sure? I've got a knife. We're alone in the wilderness. What's so hard to get? I'm a well-equipped bounty hunter, and I'm your worst nightmare. Uh-huh. Alright, this is pretty humorous. You want to just come work with me? Shall. Sucker spawn. I shouldn't have told you that. I don't want to fight you. How about a job? I could pay you. How much is it? 50. So she tried to rob me for $200, but instead I can give her 50. I mean, we're going to a challenging quest, and I don't want this lady to dislike me, so I don't want to negotiate with her. And the challenging quest, I want to kind of save my HP up in case the next two quests are particularly difficult. I think it doesn't hurt to just give her 50. Never been hired muscle before. I'm sure you'll do swimmingly. We've done it. Is she good? Like, what does she do? I guess you can't see what she does. That's okay, though. She's a merchant, so I would assume she's going to be helpful in negotiation. This guy likes me. If I give him $100, I will get heavy lifting. At the start of each battle, gain 4 defense and 2 temporary power. That sounds like a really good deal, actually. This seems like a really good effect. Give me that. Here's $100. Love me. So temporary power is just 2 temporary strength at the start of each combat, and this isn't for negotiations, it's only for the battles, but like, this seems really good. I wonder if you can get multiples of these boons, because I think that this guy, I think that that boon is something from specifically this type, like heavy laborers will give that. I will take a quest from you. Hey to you, I'm no rat. I won't talk. Can tell Ashgora his threats won't make no difference. We're not a goon. He wants me to snitch, but I ain't suicidal. Back on the dare, we're gonna keep our mouths shut. And we'll get this guy out of interrogation. Seems fine. They'll pay us what we're worth. I'm worth 1 graft and $120. All right. Chake. I think I have met Chake before. I think he's neutral to us though. So they like us for hiring them. I wonder if we can get her to love us somehow. She's a merchant, which makes me believe that she's going to give us, like, a discounted shops or something. Hello, Ashgora. Place is crawling with Admiralty. It'd be suicide to start a fight here. Okay. The game is warning me not to go in guns blazing. Hello. Jake says you've been harassing him, trying to get him to snitch on something. But Jake knows could put a lot of people behind bars. I thought he might turn informant with a little pressure. Do the right thing. So I could switch to the other side, but I'm going to make the Admiralty just generally hate me because I'm on the crime side of things. So let's just talk this guy down. I bought assistance. I remember our negotiation deck pretty good, so let's give it a shot. What good is an informant if you have to strong arm them? I think it's in your best interest to back off. I will now explain to you why you should back off with dog. So what do we get? Our dog does 3 to 3, and at the start of your turn, add 1 hush money card to your hand and reduce this by 1. Yo, what? Wait, she's insane. I get 0 energy, dismiss a random enemy in 10? That sounds sick. We also have 16 metal if we divert 16 of our damage over to the secondary argument over here. That's really good. Like, even in the worst of cases, I think that is worth to go for this. We might take extra damage, but we get 16 meta currency, which is really good. Alright, if I remember this deck correctly, I play Airtight, and then I play a bunch of cards that are the green color. That does seem to be the correct idea here. I'm going to take some damage, but like I said, I think it's worth to try and get this metal. And maybe my Airtight doesn't miss. It's okay. We take 3. It's weird because Airtight gives randomly, so I'm not super sold on it. I'm going for my deep pockets. This guy is the guy who puts planted evidence on us, which will do damage equal to the number of stacks if it's broken. So if this ever breaks, I take 10. So let's just dismiss a random intent. Okay. One of the 2 turns away ones just got sent away. Duplicate a random friendly argument. Expend? I play out this whole hand. It's just kind of weird to I have to figure out the order. What is this? This is interrogate. And this destroys another argument to restore 3 core argument resolve. This does 4 to 8. So I'm okay. Let's see. Gain 1 influence. So we lose 2. How do you do this? I think I want to... I'm gonna end up at 0 influence no matter what. Let's do Elucidate to start, because I don't want it to duplicate my influence, or... I don't know if the influence up, influence down... I mean, influence up is an argument. I don't know if influence down is, but I think I want to Elucidate. Oh, a second airtight. That seems really good. I guess it could have... No, this is a bounty. This is a different type, okay. Things that get incepted are not considered arguments, I see. Bounty, gotcha. Second airtight, I'm not gonna complain. That seems really good, like really, really good. So we got 5, 3, 3. I can't kill the interrogate. Maybe I can with level playing field. Plus 3, this will do 8, 6, and 6. So yeah, I can wipe the board here with level playing field. I think it's likely that I end up losing my deep pockets here, but that's fine. It did something for us anyway. So 6, 6 here, we go 8 here. Good. Pretty good turn. Get my board. So one of the things, if I am enjoying this game quite a bit, I think one of the things that is worth criticizing about it is it does get, especially in negotiations, sometimes it gets a little hard to figure out what the hell is going on. RIP. But that thing was nice. Deal 10 shills and remove a frisk. So I need to hit this for 3. Like, I'll do my best to keep you up to date with what's happening here, but there's a lot happening. So we're vulnerable. All of our resolve losses are increased by 1 for 1 more turn, and we also get 15 bonus metal. That's what these two are. This is definitely a game that would benefit from a plugin that lets you, like, hover over the screen to see what everything is. Like, not for me, but for you, the viewer. But there is nothing like that as far as I'm aware. Draw a card, choose a card, put it on top. Okay. I want to start with the thinking. I find that I should just open and see what we are going to be grabbing from this if I'm playing it, and it's most likely that that card is worth playing. We can go rapport. Give ourselves a little influence here. See where we want to let the airtights go first before I just drop this deflection. So let's play compliment. I think compliment is a little worse than the one that's just 2 damage targeted, but sometimes it hits the right side. It's an interesting one, right? Like, the upgrade isn't necessarily a positive, which is kind of strange. I feel pretty good about my airtight. I'm gonna risk 1 to put more damage down here, which seems fine to me. And we'll take the lower damage bleed here. Yeah, because sometimes airtight hits, and I have 2 chances for it to hit in my favor here. So even if it doesn't hit in my favor, it's only 1 damage, and we push more damage. So over the course of the combat, we should save. I am really excited with this game to see what the end game is like. I'm excited to see the really high levels, to see how much you have to really think things through. Look at this 3 composure to all arguments. I got a card that removes composure from all of your arguments and does damage equal to composure removed. That seems pretty nutty in a setup like this. I unlocked it, I should say. This is like a day 1 playthrough, so I have none of the unlocks that I've gotten so far. I'm gonna try and knock this run out, maybe even today. I mean, hopefully right now, like this sitting, but you know. Gain 2, lose 2. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a 12 banger on observation. That card is really strong if we pull it. Like, imagine remove all composure here. We actually just blow them away. I should play planning every turn just to finish upgrading it, I suppose. Starting to get on my nerves. Our deck seems pretty good. The double up on airtight seems really good, but if we had the double up on trained pet, it would also be doing pretty well. Yeah, in this combat, I feel like the best thing to do though is to try and finish leveling up the rest of our cards. We're pretty good, or pretty close to having everything done and leveled. So let's work on it. I'm going to make myself vulnerable, but that's okay. I need to punch down this interrogate, I feel. So let's go ahead and play the top. See where these airtights go. He hasn't targeted this planted evidence a single time. I mean, I'm pretty happy about that. So here's the deal. I can just drop the plead, but if I drop the plead, I cannot play Aplom. Let's start with Swift Rebuttal, break the argument. Oh, planning costs 0. Setup also costs 0. Let me grab setup here. Because I can now... I get to go over the amount of influence I would have on this turn otherwise if I play setup, if that makes sense. I go up to 4. I can Aplom, and I can plead, and then I only lose 1. It seems like value whenever you can get that done. Did I pull? I think I got new negotiation flourishes since we last spoke also, so I should show you these real quick. I picked up 2 new ones. I grabbed gain 5 influence and apply 5 composure to it, and I grabbed gain 3 dominance and improvise a hostility card from your deck. It's like, I just grabbed these because I had the metal for them. I might have actually done this on YouTube. I don't know, it all runs together. So if I'm telling you something you already know, you'll have to forgive me. But this is the end. I have done it. I'm like, now we'll only have 2 runs to keep straight, but there was a period of time where I had 4 runs there that I had to keep correct in my mind, and that got a little bit confusing for me. So I may just be reiterating things you already know. Exhaustion has set in because we're on turn 6. We can now go for the kill. This deck doesn't play how I would expect it to, I guess. It's because of the way that I built it. What I would expect is, I would expect to just aim to stack up a bunch of influence and then end it really quickly. But this is actually a deck that just kind of keeps a balance on its influence, which is still pretty good. It more creates and spends influence every turn instead of stacking up a bunch of it and going for a big explosive turn. 3 impatience, but we're good. We push out damage at about the rate you would hope for it to go out. Like, we're getting the kill right as he's starting to ramp up. And we're done. Alright. Gain some metal, heal a little HP. Draw a card, return the next card you play this turn to your draw pile. Improvise 1 random hostility card, it costs 1 less. Damage on the next card played this turn is doubled. I really do like Evil Eye. I think that this is good. Oh, hey. According to the flavor text, that's fish. That's fish's Evil Eye. Oh, I see what's going on. This card, I just thought it was kind of like an eye floating, but it is... You can see the little stalk here. I'm gonna grab another Evil Eye. I think the card's good. And we get 3 upgrades. Aplom becomes spend 1 influence or 12 composure. I think this card going down to 1 influence is better. Like I said, we're trying to keep a balance on our influence, so making this cost less is better for us right now. Calm is free or apply 3. I don't really have... Actually, I can bring this card back if I make it 0 cost. I can improvise it back. We also have +1 composure on it already, so it's 3 up to 4. I think I'd rather have this be 0, because with, where is it? Not Elucidate. Swift Rebuttal, I can just pull it back on a turn if I need it, which can be cool. So we can either change setup to gain 3, lose 3, or gain 2, lose 1. With the way that we're playing it, Pale setup is the sort of thing that we're doing if we're trying to... I should move my mic. Sorry, it's in a weird position. I didn't even notice. So it probably makes no difference to you. Maybe slightly, but gain 2, lose 1 is if we're trying to stack up big numbers of influence. I think I'd rather just gain 3, spend the 3 on that turn, and then have the 3 go away. I think that's a little bit better. You pressure Chake, and all that's going to do is get you some rush, bad impact, and a dead informant once the word gets out that he snitched. Step back, and then Chake thinks you're okay, that you can be trusted when the time comes. What time? And see, this guy's IQ is in the double digits. Maybe single. It's Murder Bay. Chake's no crook. He just has the bad luck of being in the wrong place all the time. Eventually things will get too hot, and then Chake will come to you with all the juicy gossip you could want. Patience isn't my virtue. Tell Chake I respect his decision. Wow, that fight, that's all it was for a 5-star. I imagine, like, you get that guy leveled up sometimes randomly, though, at higher difficulties, and he just blasts you. If that guy had like 10 more resolve, we might have started seeing some trouble. Hello. Ashcore won't worry you anymore. I can just live my life. Hell yeah. 120 shells, 5 metal, and we get a graft. When installed, upgrade 3 random battle cards. All attacks gain a +1 to minimum damage up to their maximum. When receiving damage, you only lose up to 4 combo. I don't play combo. If I remember correctly, this battle deck is just trying to gain power and then do big damage. I feel like bottom edge makes the most sense, although we have a lot of cards that aren't upgraded. Gash, Silent Steel. There's actually not that many. And most of the ones that aren't are just bad basics. So let's grab bottom edge. +1 to minimum damage seems good. I can now give him heavy chills, or 100 chills, and gain heavy lifting. So I could just give him the money that he paid me back. I'm interested to see if this stacks. So here's $100. Gave him a big gift. I guess it does, because we now have 2 of them. Nice. That seems really good. On turn 1, we just have 8 base defense and also 2 temporary power. Sometimes we're just going to kill someone turn 1. Spar with Ash to upgrade one of your battle cards. This will cost some health, or healing spray. I'll go Spar and trade health for an upgrade. That seems fine. Assuming I get to choose, that seems really good. Hello, Ash. Hey, Sal, you feel like throwing down? I have a new move I want to try out. So it costs us 3 HP. Oh, it costs HP based on how much it needs to go. So let's upgrade Zigzag. This card has been really bad so far. So let's try upgrading it and see if it becomes better. 0 cost, or gain 5 or apply 2 wound. I'd rather have this cost 0, I think. If I remember correctly, my deck does not have good action generation in battle. So I'm going to go ahead and make this cost 0. Although 2 wound is pretty good. Let's do Pale though. I actually do have good actions in this one. You and I spar for a while, both pulling your punches because you've got the luxury. Trade tips as you trade blows. That's pretty good. Trading 3 HP for an upgrade on a card seems really strong. I don't have enough money to even bother going to the market, so let's go ahead and do Nadan's special job. Good, you're here. Did that guy just spawn in? Did you see that? What's up, Nadan? You look happy. He does still look like he has a hole in the side of his face. You know Ulo. Yeah, it's the 75% O character. Ulo dislikes this. There's only one person living that we hate as much as Casio, and that's Ulo, but like most of her kind, she's got a big family. One of her brothers is coming into town for the auction. So we're going to kidnap Ulo's brother, use him as bait, and then kill Ulo, and then Nadan will get us into the auction to kill Casio. We're gonna go get Ulo. Go insinuate yourself, then set the trap. Once you're in position, we can send the ransom note. There's gonna be no ransom. You'll kill Ulo the second she shows her face. Do that, and you've proven yourself to me, and I'll get you into that auction. So we can. So the other trade-off here that we can do is we can bring one of the boys. However, we won't be able to talk our way in if we bring one of the boys. Hello, Clem. So here's an interesting thing in this game too. I can provoke and kill Clem here. Whenever you murder, but however, upon murdering a member of the Rise, I do lose 2 max HP, and this is a member of the Rise, or max resolve, I guess. So I'm not going to provoke and kill Clem, but you know, bring Kuga along. I don't really feel like, because I feel like it's good to just talk my way in. My negotiation is strong, and I can probably win the fight. I have full health. I feel pretty good about just walking in and talking in, instead of trying to fight it out, you know? Well, first, let's pop into the metal shop because we're rich. We have 15. The flourish money is saved or is shared between characters, so I'm not going to buy any more flourishes for Sal for a little bit. I'm going to save it to unlock them with Rook and the new guy when I play him. I think his name is Smith. Yeah, alright, so we got Recover Resolve and Recover Health after each of the opposite versions of fights. I think I want to drop my money on, and this isn't something that's going to be super good right now, but bonus money upon skipping card drafts seems pretty good. It seems like we'll get a lot of money to spend on refining the deck. As I understand the game a little bit more, I imagine this becomes a lot better once I start to learn like these cards aren't good, these cards are good. So let's buy this for 25 metal. And then let's just drop 10 on. I just kind of want to spend it and not sit on it because I have a bad habit of sitting on meta currency if I don't just drop it on something. So let's do that. And now let's go kill Ulo. Very exciting. I played this same path on my stream playthrough, so I do vaguely understand how this goes. It seems to be playing out pretty similarly, probably because I started 2 runs at the same time. But after this one, I'm going to play through. I'm going to probably play Sal's story again tonight and do the other side where we side with the Admiralty. When's the brat gonna show up? It should be soon, shouldn't it? High tide, don't wait for nobody. I want to get my plonk on. Drink that tastes like brine and leaves you feeling seasick. Oh yeah. I just want to drink alcohol so much that brine so much that I feel seasick. So we can walk up and we can trick this guy into leaving. Oh hey, our bodyguard is still with us? What the hell? I thought she was just gonna come with us for one time. Wait, she's chilling, what? Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll just talk him out of it though. Oh, I'm here to relieve you. So this man does planted evidence. Let's see. It is planted evidence. Okay. He looks really sad. Oh my god. Why are you so sad, dude? You good? Look at him. Maybe he does need to get his plonk on. I'll just do an inspirational talk. Yeah, assuming... I mean, I have the calm, so I'm blocking this turn no matter what. Again, I'm going to aim in this combat to finish upgrading. I'm going to end up with my deck fully upgraded going into the final day, which is pretty good. The rest of this day, as far as I'm aware, is all combat. There's not a whole lot of talking to do, so I'm going to do my best to... These are bounties. So we'll either get a second Deep Pockets, a second Dog, or a second Airtight. Airtight's the best one, but I think any of them is pretty good. Yeah, Airtight's really strong here, though. Let's dismiss a random intent. Okay. He was going to put a... He's going to put an argument up this turn, but it just got sent away. Pretty good. If I don't stop him, I'm taking 8. I can probably just let that happen, honestly. I'm gonna put up a bunch of passive block here and then see where we are. Need to gain influence, I feel. But yeah, it does kind of come down to how quickly I can navigate these combats now. I'm trying to strike a good balance between you guys able to follow and know what's going on, and also these runs not taking me 6 hours. I feel like I'm doing an okay job of striking the balance, but it's not easy, you know? For the most part, though, I don't feel like we've been doing too terribly here. Of these 2 cards, I would rather have Swift Rebuttal next turn than Inspirational Talk. This guy is like, my man's not doing much damage. He's hitting me for 3 every turn. I feel like he was supposed to get a lot stronger, but then his big move got dismissed, I bet. He was about to put up something real annoying, it was my guess, but then it got hush moneyed away. These Airtights have 8 resolve. That's crazy strong. Change a meaningful glance with Schlock. This guy's name is Schlock? That's really, really unfortunate, man. And Schlock. Tough. Let's go ahead and Swift Rebuttal. I'm gonna Evil Eye one of these pleads down. That'll be a nice cool 10. I can pull back Calm. Just full block, I guess. It seems fine. Imagine it, like, anything that I could get that synergized with Composure here would be so nutty. I don't think I have a good option in this run for that. But imagine even just double Composure on all arguments, or Composure does not go away. Any of that sort of thing would just be ridiculous. We would build a wall. Could actually put up such a huge wall. It'd be fun. Right, I have the setup for a turn like this, so we can go set up our argument and then hit him with the old 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking as well, rather, one of the things that I've been working on is trying to title these episodes a little bit better, but it's really hard because I don't 100% understand what's happening. I maybe should have delayed that argument a little bit and farmed him a little more. I think I had 2 more cards I could have gotten upgraded, right? Evil Eye was expended. I could have gotten the level playing field done and Swift Rebuttal if I had extended that. That's my bad. Yeah, our Scholar Cliff upgraded. Gain 1 action and draw a card at the start of your turn. That's pretty slick. I like that. Another setup, another subtlety. Or not another subtlety. This is a new card. Spend an influence to draw 2. This is 3 damage and also draw 2 at the cost of 1 influence. I don't really feel that good about this, but let's give it a try. I feel like I'm just going to end up drawing too much and not able to make big rewards out of it. Draw a card. I'd rather, again, just have this card cost 0, especially if we can just bring it back on a specific turn. That'd be pretty strong. Evil Eye's not doing a ton for us here, but, you know, it's not being too bad. And we just go tall on the bleeds every time. Ulo thought the Admiralty Guard would draw too much attention, so she hired me. I can guard the Hessian and get them where they need to go safely under the radar. Have fun babysitting. Hell yeah. Small dinghy inserts itself on the shore, and out steps a Kradeshi dressed in flamboyant finery. Hello, Fulo. Where's Ulo? So I can either beat him down right now, or I can talk him out of it. Again, you know, you can just talk him out of it. Oh, I'm your guard. Any problem can be solved with shills, yes? Yes. It's a bit of a shame that Deep Pockets doesn't trigger on turn 1. If it did, it would probably just be ridiculous, but, you know. I can still dream. If I elucidate, I'm hoping on the composure, but if it ever doubles like Deep Pockets, I get to basically cancel every one of his turns. I'm just gonna take damage for this, and I think it's fine. A second dog. I think second dog is the worst. Oh, I'll just cancel his turn, actually. That does seem fine. I should do that. One of the habits is on turns where you're gonna flourish, you need to flourish first because you get points back for playing cards. Or do your next flourish. Like, I should be a little bit closer, but I didn't realize until it was too late. Touch money. I'm just gonna, yeah, cancel it. Send it right on in. I like your angle. Just pay this guy to think I'm here to bodyguard him? Not so sure about that one, buddy. Let's actually do the other one here and take Flatter. Because I have... This building influence here doesn't seem particularly viable. I'll just do 5 and that's it. Yeah, it seems fine. I can also draw 2. I may as well. Palms, if you have influence, deal 3. So this will do... Right, okay, so this is one of the cards that works differently. Last night I had a card as Rook where the card was like, it was a battle card and it did damage, and then it had a conditional that did bonus damage, but the conditional was just built into the card's damage, whereas this card does not have that. This card has a conditional, but it doesn't build it in, even though I do have influence, right? It does not go up to 6 when I hover, which is strange. But I guess not that strange. Anyway, let's play... I don't need to bother with boosted rapport because I'm losing 3 influence at the end of this turn anyway. So instead, we will go Evil Eye. So what will this do? Will this do 12 or will this do 18? Let's see. It does 12. Okay. Yeah, see how that works though? It doesn't put it on top for you. Whereas there are other cards that do that. Like, it does the automatic math for you. It's really strange. I do expect you to believe that, actually, Fulo. It's kind of in your name. You're a bit of a fool. Oh. Planning. Let's see what the top card is. It's a kickback. So now I know what I'm going to draw if I play the deflection. I think I may as well play the deflection. I also may as well do a little hush money. It's a shame it took away the 1 damage attack. I was hoping to knock out one of these intense, but that's okay. I don't care about the damage going to airtight, so let's just do double up to 10 on a bleed. Skip the Apollon. 0 on the next bleed, hilarious. I'm not gonna pay him, this combat's over. No, this negotiation's over. Yeah, we're really crushing in the negotiation side of things, it feels like. I'm really glad I hired this lady, she's doing great work. I can't wait to see what she does in a fight. He's dead. I'm just checking if I have any cards that I could potentially upgrade. It doesn't look like it, but maybe I could draw one? Okay. Let's just get rid of him. I said... I mean, I should have done the setup first if I wanted to kill him there. It's fine, the dogs get him though. Okay. Draw a card, evoke an opponent argument is removed or destroyed. Unplayable. Okay. Draw 1 extra card at the start of your turn. Oh, Boosted Mind is actually really good. I think that Boosted Mind, if you're looking at card advantage-wise, the upgrade to this is pretty good. Pale Mind, you know. Like, it's, again, Tactical Mind, I'm not sure if I've talked all the way through, but compare this card to Brainstorm in terms of card advantage, right? You're paying 1 for either one, although you do, it kind of depends on the situation, I suppose. Sometimes Brainstorm is worse just because you get the 3 cards right away. Either way, I'm not grabbing any of those. The bandits in the area have been keeping a close eye on the Admiralty. Ulo thought you'd be safer with off-the-books protection. Alright. I do, like... I recognize that this game is just a game, but also I do feel a little bit bad about the kidnapping this lady's brother and then murdering her in front of him angle here. Watch your head. You've shown impeccable respect. Finally, Fulo gets it. Wait just a moment. You aren't a hoodlum, are you? Well, yeah. Hessians do all the talking and let the tentacles do the thinking? Ulo was spitting bricks when Fulo didn't show up. The ransom note should have gotten there by now. Fulo hates us now, so he gives us bad credit. One thing though, word is Ulo has one of those pedigree battle auctions. Don't expect her to go down easily. He's just gotta fight Snail. Where are you going? Nadon wants me back. I can talk him into fighting with me if I want to. I kind of, like, honestly, I've done a lot of negotiating. I don't predict, especially with these things to back me up, I don't really feel like I need this guy's help. I'm gonna, almost entirely for the purposes of speeding this episode along, I'm just gonna let him go. I think that I could stop him and have him come with me, but I don't really need to, and I don't feel like doing another negotiation. Nothing personal, you survive, and you can tell me you told me so. Yeah. You'll see, miscreant. No one interferes with the Olowano family. For what it's worth, I'm planning on having your skull preserved as a trophy. I can't provoke him? Fuck. I wanted to look at his character real quick. Okay, so I've never had this man love me. I found out that boons and banes that you get the information forever of what they do. Pretty cool. So if I had ever had him love me, I would know what you get for it. Hello, Ulo. Fun joke, Grifter, but all you got for yourself was a day in the company of my least interesting sibling. Hope it was worth it, because this will be a sorry way to die. I like Ulo's little eyeball rings. I think I probably mentioned that last time I saw her. Yeah, here we go. Hey, nice knife. Dude, look at the fucking battle snail. It's got a sidecar, man. Are we sure we can't be friends? So the snail's mechanic is it can't be killed, and dropping it to 1 health will cancel its turn, basically. And then it comes back after 2-ish turns. And every 5 cards I play, Ulo gets +1 power. I wonder if I can let Ulo live. Because last time I did this, I did just kill her. I'll actually try that. I'm gonna knock the snail out first. Either one of our allies are attacking here. Let's just knock the snail out. I believe this cancels its turn. Yeah. And so now we just go... I'm gonna go ahead and stab. I'm not worried about the health of gelling. He's at 50. Although I do know if he panics, he will leave forever. Can he get himself +4? Get her ass. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, they're both helping me? Whenever you play a card, gain 1 defense. Hey, this card seems good. It seems like a good choice to add to my run. So that's a +1 power here. I would like to stop Sal from dying over there, probably. Getting an item gets me nothing. I'd rather get the 3 or the 1 wound here. I thought it was 3 for some reason initially, but I know that's wrong. Let's draw and discard. Gain 3 temporary power. It's too late for that. 16 going at our ally here. I'm gonna just give a +4 to a card here, I think. Although this deck is 26, so it's gonna be a while before I see that mirror stab again. Oh yo, she gave me 2 power. I'm saying, this lady, extremely good hire. Okay, let's do something about the 1,000,000 damage coming our way. The snail's about to hit us with the machine gun. Let's call in the rock. Well, first I need to make sure I don't lose to this snail. Because if I call in the rock, I think it just dies instantly. Let's do the tincture. We just gain 2 power for the rest of the combat. This feels like a good one for it. This battle music is kind of banging, by the way. This shit's pretty good. Let's rock whistle. Let's bring it in. Oh, interesting that the AoE attack from the snail doesn't carry over to the rock. Good to know. 14. I gotta stop you from killing my dog. But so I feel like I'm going to be better off here if I go assault and just double wound Ulo here. Do I get 2 of the Karambits? Oh. We put 6 wound on the Ulo. That seems fine. I think I'm also just better off in pairing. Maybe I just go for Ulo. Throw a little block over here and hope for the best. Saber grip. 1, 2. I could just go 13, 13, push 6 bleed. 19, 23, 26. So he's 2 off of panicking. I think I'm best to impair. Cut that damage down a little bit. At least by 33%. 898 is 16, 20. So I throw 1 attack at the snail and it gives up. And that saves a lot, and then there's just 10 coming through. Okay, I feel pretty good about how this turn's playing out then if I just throw the Karambit. Although I could also just Saber Grip. Save the second Karambit for later. 898 is 1625. Yeah, I only need to do 5, and this does 5. What does 6? I think that's the best way to go about that turn. I feel like I'm getting a better handle on what's happening in the combats, but it's a little tough, you know? As I go on, though, I feel like I'm starting to understand it a little more. This is definitely a game that if you don't play it, you're going to have trouble understanding what's happening. 3 wounds, don't mind if I do. My deck's plan, though, is basically just apply wound and hit big numbers. Maybe I could write like a little glossary or something like that. Oh wait, this is an item. Yo, that's sick. I thought that was a single use. That's like a boss item that we get forever. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. This is what I'm gonna do. I will write this out after this episode and I'll start putting a link to it. I'm just gonna make like a little Griftlands document of some sort. Something that you can just look at and scroll through and learn what all of the keywords are real quick. I'm sure, like, you could do this on the wiki, don't get me wrong, I'm aware. But, you know, it's easier than looking it up on the wiki, maybe. You could just pull up a little thing and go, hey, what is wound again? Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll write that out real quick. 10 wound. We put big damage. I mean, we finish her here. But I'll play uppercut on the snail. I want to let her go, because I want to see what happens if I let her go. Too bad I could have gotten that upgraded. Act protection? Yo, my dog has an ability that just gives everyone a bunch of block. I'll take the surrender. Feint and uppercut get upgraded. Feint becomes apply 4 defense, heal 1. That seems cool. And gain 2 power on uppercut or have it cost 1. We have 4 energy, so I'm happy to just gain 2 on it. Alright. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 defense, 1 to 3 apply stun. For the rest of the turn, gain counter equal to half of any damage you deal. I am absolutely down for 1 to 3 apply stun. Just 1 to 3 single use cancel a turn every combat. Seems really good. And a negotiation card. Whenever you expend, draw 1. Revise 1 random. Next card you play is played twice. I think that I'm okay to just skip. Duplicity is good though. Double up airtight is pretty strong. Alright, I'll take duplicity. You got me. This is Nadan's vendetta, not mine. Do you have a better offer? I'm an officer in the Admiralty, what do you think? Let me and Fulo go, we'll leave town and never come back. In exchange, I can teach you some Admiralty tricks. Ones you'd never learn on your own no matter who you charmed. What do you say? Hell yeah. That seems really cool. So I can exchange Ulo's life for an Admiralty faction card. I am down. Deal. I don't know what these are, but I'm excited. Each of your non-core arguments gains 1 stack and 3 resolve. Expend. What? 3 energy, win this negotiation, destroy? That seems really good on day 4, because we can just use this in a final argument. Gain at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to a random opponent argument for every stack of influence. I'd be pretty. So this is your big payoff if you go in on influence. Let's go. I'm super down for just win this negotiation. I'm in. There, this is the kind of information that it takes a lifetime to earn. Always been a fan of shortcuts. Now get out of here. Too bad you didn't come to me from the start. I could have used someone pragmatic like you. Think better friends next time. Yeah, it's okay, Ulo. Fulo is indifferent to us. Cool. That's a really cool way for that to play out. I wonder if this will have consequences with Nadan, though, knowing that we didn't murder Ulo. Perhaps. Like, it might. Let's see. Look who it is. He's gonna dislike us for this. Funny story. You know goddamn well I don't have the best sense of humor. You're trying to delay pissing me off, you've already failed. Yeah? Yeah, he's mad at us. We'll get you into that damn auction, but don't expect we'll work together ever again. Okay. Get out of my face, you got a big day and it'd be a shame if I felt like you. So now he doesn't like us. And he's not going to help us in tomorrow's argument. Interesting. What are we looking at for time? 48 minutes? Yeah, I'll just finish this out here. I'll finish this run out because I think it's just one more little sequence. It's like 3 combats. Let me think. Hold on. The weird thing is tomorrow's episode might end up being like 30 minutes. I'll split it up, actually. I think it's going to be a little better because I don't know exactly how long the final day is. So there's a chance that if I delay, the final day might be, like this episode might be 2 hours. And that's a little longer than I want. So, yeah. That's what I'll do. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.